Got it. Y'all doing good?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good, man. Blessed. Can't complain.
Tell us about that second half. Okay, the stats were amazing. I mean, what happened at halftime? What adjustments did you make, and what did you see from the guys in that second half?
You know what? Just going into halftime, the guys are still, upbeat. And before the game, every game we talk about E plus R equals O. So it's all about your response. And no matter what happens, you got to go out there and you got to respond the right way, and the outcome will be good. And going into halftime, we had some things that we wanted to fix, but the main thing was just fitting the run. It was some things as far as the run that we didn't fit right. You watching it live, it's okay. We got to do this call for this play because they're doing this, and then after just watching it, it's like, you know what, just fit it up. And so we had the guys in place. But the second half, we tackled better. We fit the run a lot better. We shrink the coverages a lot better and tried to make them earn everything. And at the end of the day, it came out of a mentality. The guys' mentality was, okay, enough is enough. Let's play some good defense. And so hats off to the guys to go out there and play with that mentality and that hunger.
What do you think needs to happen for a full game like that? I mean, obviously not every play is going to be perfect, but a full game of solid.
Start fast. That's what we have to do. We have to start fast, and no matter who we play, don't check the other team's temperature. Know they're gonna come out, and know they're gonna come out. You're gonna get their best shot, and we have to start fast defensively. And we're gonna do some things this week in order for us to start fast. And the second half was awesome, but I would like to see that the kickoff, and then once we go out on defense, we'd like to see that then. So defensively, we have to start fast.
Well, a little bit more on that. What is the challenge of defending against a team on that opening drive when they're going to go through a series of scripted plays?
Yeah, I mean, because, going in was okay, because I know Brent Dearman, he's a friend of mine. I know he's going to be all over the place. And do you just let the guys' cleats get in the grass and get settled and make the checks, or do you bring pressure and different things like that? So it depends team to team on what you want to do. But just knowing it was going to be a lot of crazy formations, and we got a lot of formations throughout the game. So just doing some things so our guys could get lined up, but it's week to week on what you want to do, at the beginning of the game.
Tell me what you liked about that defensive series in the third quarter. That interception was returned near the goal line. Those guys, stopped the drive, blocked the goal, got no points out of it. What did you like on those series of downs?
I mean, we talk about it all the time. We're first responders. I don't care what happens in the game. Put the ball down, let's play defense. So if it's on the 1 yard line or 2 yard line, it's our job to stop them from scoring. So just like the way our guys bowled their backs, down there, and play with a sense of urgency, play with a pride of just that UCF defense, that pride that we want to go out there and have. And I told the guys, I said, the thing is, you showed it now. So this is the standard. So it's no excuse. This is the standard no matter where the ball is put on the field. This is the way we should play defense. And just very proud of those guys at that moment to go down there and bow their back against the wall and play great defense.
That really set the tone defensively. I mean, how excited did you get after when you saw what those guys did? That was a huge turning point.
Oh yeah, I'm jumping. I was trying not to jump around this game because I had my neck and shoulder was hurting the last game, so I was trying, but I couldn't hold myself on that one. So just super proud of those guys, the way they went out, just being backed up, back against the wall and getting those stops, and then the blocked field goal. Coach Kenny Martin does a great job every week drawing up different things for field goal blocks. So I felt good just hugging his neck. We blocked the field goal, and he's been working hard at that. And Keenan Hester blocked the actual field goal, and all of the guys was in their gap. So just very proud of all those guys.
Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste, what did you think of the response from your linebackers group without him on the field?
Yeah, next man up. I mean, the first thing you could see, we really miss, Jeremiah. And he'll be back. But he's our quarterback of our defense. So we had Walter Yates come in at the wheel, and Jason Johnson go in at the mic, and Jason could make all the calls and different things. He had a game of I think 8 tackles. But it's next man up mentality. That's why we have the guys in the room. You got to always have these guys ready to go. We rotate a lot of guys for situations like that because you just never know. So proud of those guys' performance. And you could see early on just fitting the runs and being in our gaps and different things like that. We had to fix on the sideline, and then you can see the second half. They had a better second half.
Jason Johnson specifically, what responsibilities does he have to take when Jeremiah's not out there?
He got a quarterback because he's usually the wheel, which we call the money. We move him to the mic to make all the calls, and he's a very smart player. He's a guy that I feel comfortable putting it anywhere. Ball is important to him, so we knew the job wasn't going to be too big for him. He actually had a really good game, and he was second on our points list as far as our production points for this past game, and you could just see him continue to progress every week. Again, just proud of the way he go about his business. He's just a pro the way he goes about his business and study and taking ball serious. So, just got to keep him going.
Earlier you mentioned not liking the tackling in the beginning. What leads to that, the arm tackles off the top? What do you guys do in making in-game adjustments?
Yeah, see, a lot of times when you're talking tackling, it starts with your feet. So if you see a guy miss tackles, the first thing I look at is his feet. Did his feet die on contact? A lot of guys want to grab. When you're grabbing, you don't bring your feet. We talk in terms of stepping on the guy's toes. Step on the guy's toes, looking through your eyebrows so you won't duck your head. You look through your eyebrows and see what you hit, and run your feet on contact. So all of those different fundamental things we got to get back to. When I was just telling the defense just now, every tackle that we miss, first thing we look at is his feet. Did his feet die on contact? Was his head up, looking through his eyebrows so he won't duck his head and hurt himself and just see what he's hitting. All those different fundamental things we're going to get back to. Is every week we do it, but we're really going to home in this week so we can limit the missed tackles.
What you like about Trayvon Morris Brash last night in his play? Getting
to the quarterback, I know he was upset he didn't get the sack. He was close a couple times. I mean, he has a relentless pursuit to the quarterback, and he plays the game how it's supposed to be played. He plays hard, and I'm sure he's a headache on the edge, just trying to block, and it was chipping him and different things. And he had a spin move one time when he got close to the quarterback as far as getting a sack. But he's getting close. He's getting there. And last night the quarterback was getting the ball out really quick. So it was one of those type nights. But he's progressing really well for us, and I'm happy that he's with us.
Tremont didn't get a sack, but Lee Hunter got his first sack.
Yeah.
How has he progressed?
Man, Lee Hunter's coming a long way. He's coming along, and he's so hard to block. He has that bull rush down, and it was setting so deep yesterday, where, as far as the games up front, it was like, let's just go ahead and just straight rush guys, and that works right into Lee's hand. And I was so happy to see him get his first sack. That's his first college sack. His first college game was last week, so that was game number 2 of his college career. So, man, he has a bright future. Continue to listen to Coach Martin. Coach Martin is coaching him up and, getting him in the spots where he can make plays and different things like that. But to see him to get his first sack, was very proud for him.
What have you liked most about the secondary through 3 games?
You know what? Just keeping the top on the coverage. It was 2 pass interference. One of them was offsetting penalties that we had yesterday. We playing some man. It's going to be some 50-50 balls. What we have to do, we got to look back and find the ball. We're going to work on that this week. We got to track the risk, all those different fundamental things that we have to do. But those guys they do a good job communicating on the back end. They do a good job keeping the top on the coverage on the back end. Coach Gibbs and Coach Addison does a great job with those guys. Just different formation adjusts, different things that you get split wise with wide receivers. So very proud of their performance and their progression. We got to really home in on the pass interferences and get that down. So just talking to the DB coaches, the guys will be in boxing gloves, this week, and they was in boxing gloves in fall camp. It just teach you not to hold. So we really, really work hard at it. So we're gonna continue to work hard at it because again, we want to limit the penalties, and 3 penalties is 3 penalties too much. So we got to limit that, and that starts with me as a defensive coordinator. We got to get that down.
You mentioned Jason Johnson was second on a production points list. Do you mind sharing who was the top defensive player?
Yes, Drop was the top.
Okay.
It was Drop, and then Jason, and then I think Josh, if I'm remembering right. But those are the 3, and I think Drop had 24 production points. Anytime you're in the 20s, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So he had a good game.
Any early thoughts on Georgia Tech, another ACC program?
Yeah, I don't.
Early.
It's so early. Definitely. I respect Coach Collins and what he's done in his career, and I know they're gonna come here ready to play. And it's a lot of coaches on that staff that I know, and I mean, it's they're gonna come here ready to play. We got to just prepare. It's all about preparation, and it's gonna be a good challenge for us. They're coming to the bounce house. Our place will be bouncing and be loud, and looking forward to the opportunity to compete. Whoever we play each week, just the opportunity to compete is always good. So preparation is the key. We'll be up all night just checking them out and watching them. And I don't know anything right now, but I will know by the night.
Even though it's just a bus ride away, what's the importance of getting a road game under your belt now?
Oh yeah. Like you said, it's a bus ride away, but we're not at home. So any away game that you win is a big deal. It's so hard to win in college football. I mean, it's hard this day and age. You look up and it don't matter who you play. I mean, they can beat you. So going down there, it was a hostile environment. The student section was right behind us, and
What's that? What's that?
it was cool, man. It was cool. It was a good little atmosphere. Like we was talking to the guys about controlling their emotions on the sideline, and we don't play anybody in the stands. Like I'm worried about the guy I'm lined up, in front of that's about to hit me in my mouth, that can legally hit me. The person in the stands can't do anything. So just lock your in on your job description, and that's just playing great defense. But it was cool. Student section right behind us, and they saying a bunch of really nice things to us. So they made us feel welcome. But we got to block. We got to block that noise out. But getting a road win is always good. Getting a win period is good. 50% of the teams that played yesterday lost.
A lot of Knights fans.
So we want to be on that winning side.
A lot of Knights fans made the trip.
Oh, it was
came
awesome.
up to South Florida. Could you feel that presence?
Oh, you can feel it coming out of the locker room, running through the end zone. There was a lot of them was in the end zone. Just having the fans travel and support our team, and I mean that's always good. That's always good. I mean, we got some awesome fans. We had just as many fans as they did, So that was really good to see that.
You mentioned knowing some guys in that Georgia Tech staff. Anyone come to mind that you're closer with, or that you know well, or?
I know a lot of the guys. I can't say I'm close with him.
Okay.
Like last week, Brent Dearman, that's my fishing buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
what was that like?
We was close.
After the game talking.
Oh, it was cool. I talked to him before the game, and he sent me like a fishing picture during the week to try to strike up like a conversation. But man, I don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But we talked right before pregame, and we talked last night after the game and everything. But it was cool. It was good, and we gonna go fishing after the season, all that good stuff. But great guy, great family guy.
When you see, the other side of the ball, but John Rice Plumlee, the way that he put his body on the line to score a touchdown, just how does the team respond when they see a play like that?
Oh, it's always good when you see your quarterback, sacrificing his body, and it gets the sideline pumped up. And he's a football player. It was good to see him last night do well, but to see him sacrifice his body for the team is always good. And sometimes you're like, oh man, don't jump in the air. Then he lands and he scores. Oh, then now you're cheering. But that gets the sideline pumped up. So man, offense is awesome. You can just see, you can feel it on the sideline. We're pumping them up. They're pumping us up. And Coach Hand comes down to the defense, and he's cheering with the defense, and we're going down there with the offense. We cheer like it was really good energy on the sideline. It was really good.
Well, on that, how important was it to shake off the loss from last week and then rebound on the road and get the win?
Yes, I mean it was good. It was good for momentum. It was good for our guys to get just that nasty taste out of their mouths of just losing, and to respond like we did the next week was is good. To get a win is good. So now that we got that out, the way. Now we got to focus on the next opponent and just try to get better.
And that's not a taste they want to have again.
No, that's not a taste. No. But you play to win. We play to win the game. We don't play to lose. So you definitely don't want that. And so we got to work hard so we don't feel that type of deal again.
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all guys. Appreciate it.